Hello and welcome. You have tuned into Headlines now with me, Hercules. Before we move into all the stories in detail, let's take a quick look at the top headlines. The Prime Minister justifies the government's reform measures, says FDI is important to reduce debt. Just as determined allies pile up the pressure demanding immediate rollback of the government's decision. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee threatens to pull out of the UPA if her demands are not met. In a possible cabinet reshuffle next week, indications that it could lead to a change of guard in Maharashtra and Andhra Pradesh. Vigilance officials booked 2 former district collectors of Madurai for their alleged role in a multi-crore granite scam. Tamil Nadu government says it has decided to move the Supreme Court for expediting the pending Kachadiva case. For the second day in a row, a Muslim organization protests against a controversial American movie deemed offensive to Islam. And the BCCI terminates the contract of the debt-ridden Deccan Chargers. News in detail. Prime Minister Manmohan Singh did not seem to be in a rollback mode as he justified the government's reform measures. He said that the fiscal deficit was too high and had to be reined in, adding that FDI was important to reduce debt. In less than 24 hours, the UPA-2 announced more measures to liberalize the economy than in the past 8 years. The Prime Minister announced the target for GDP growth in 12th plan as 8.2%. The Prime Minister said that the 12th plan target has been brought down from 9% with agricultural growth at 4%. He said that the growth was laudable for a period which saw 2 global slowdowns.
Myself and my colleagues in the Planning Commission for calling this meeting.
The Prime Minister noted in his opening remarks that we improved performance in the 11th plan from 2.4% in the 10th to 3.3%. Now we must go for 4% in the 12th plan. Prime Minister noted in his initial remarks that, we have now got a reasonably good growth performance. In the 11th plan, 7.9%, 10th plan, 7.6%. So the average over a 10-year period is just under 8%, which is good. This has been a period of very good performance on inclusiveness. So if you look at the period from 2004 onwards and you compare it with the previous 10 years, basically the decline in poverty is much faster. Secondly, the growth of per capita consumption in rural areas is almost twice as fast. The period after 2004 shows much better performance than earlier. But I think, as the Prime Minister said, we have to do even better. So the 12th plan is building on a certain amount of success, but trying to do even better.
A day after giving a 72-hour deadline for the fuel price hike and a move to allow foreign direct investment in multi-brand retail to be rolled back, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and her party members hit the streets in Kolkata, protesting against the government's decision. Mamata said that the UPA government did not consult with her before taking the decision. Mamata demanded that the centre should allow 24 subsidized LPG cylinders per year to consumers and scrap the diesel price hike immediately.
We can't support this, we don't support this, we will oppose strongly, and Trinamool Parliamentary Party will meet on Tuesday under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee to discuss the next course of action. And we make it clear that this government, UPA-2 government, this government is not a private property of Congress party.
A little after the Prime Minister spoke, BSP leader Mayawati too slammed the Congress-led government for taking decisions against the common man. The BSP leader, who has provided support to the centre at critical moments, said that she condemned the implementation of FDI. She added that her party will decide on the 10th of October whether it will support the UPA from outside or not.
10 अक्टूबर को हमारी पार्टी बीएसपी की जो राष्ट्रीय कार्यकारिणी है तो उसकी अलग से बैठक होगी और इन सब मुद्दों के ऊपर गहन चर्चा होगी और इसके बाद ही अब हमारी पार्टी केंद्र में जो यूपीए की सरकार को जो बाहर से समर्थन दे रही है इसके ऊपर पुनर्विचार करेगी और फिर कोई अंतिम निर्णय लेगी। इसमें सांप्रदायिक ताकतों को कमजोर करने के लिए इनको हमारी पार्टी ने बाहर से समर्थन दिया हुआ है। हम सरकार में शामिल नहीं हैं और जब जब जन विरोधी फैसले लिए गए हैं केंद्र की सरकार द्वारा, हमने उसको बर्दाश्त नहीं किया है। उसके खिलाफ हमने पार्लियामेंट के अंदर भी और पार्लियामेंट के बाहर भी काफी जोरदार तरीके से आवाज उठाई है।
India's anti-graft crusader Anna Hazare said that the government's decision to open up its supermarket sector to foreign chains will not help the country to tread on the path of economic development.
ये मनमोहन सिंह और उनके लोग जनता की दिशा भूल कर रहे हैं। ये हम विदेश के लोगों को यहाँ बुलाया तो हमारी आर्थिक स्थिति सुधर जाएगी। अरे आर्थिक स्थिति सुधारने के लिए एफडीआई ये पर्याय नहीं है। एफडीआई से उनको लोगों को बुलाया, पैसा मिल जाएगा और सरकार चलाने वाले उसको खाते रहेंगे तो कहाँ से बदलेगा अर्थव्यवस्था। इस देश की अर्थव्यवस्था बदलनी है तो एफडीआई से नहीं बदलेगी।
Slamming the UPA government at the centre for taking the unfortunate decision of allowing 51% FDI in multi-brand retail, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Jayalalitha said that her government would never implement it in the state. She added that she would like to register her unequivocal opposition to the centre's decision and demanded that it be withdrawn immediately. And while he may not have opposition to foreign direct investment in other sectors, Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav has said that he will not permit FDI and multi-brand retail in his state. The Chief Minister, whose party has been opposed to opening the retail sector since before the government's announcement yesterday, said that the government's move could hit small traders.
FDI के मामले में, रिटेल के मामले में समाजवादी पार्टी ने पहले भी कहा है कि एफडीआई के पक्ष में समाजवादी पार्टी नहीं है। एफडीआई के पक्ष में नहीं है और उत्तर प्रदेश में एफडीआई रिटेल में लागू समाजवादी सरकार नहीं होने देगी। हम ये चाहते हैं कि एफडीआई लाना चाहते हैं तो बिजली के क्षेत्र में लाएं, सड़क के क्षेत्र में लाएं, लेकिन रिटेल में आ जाएंगे तो हमारे दुकानदारों का क्या होगा।
The BJP says that the government's decision to approve of FDI in multi-brand retail and other sectors was aimed at diverting attention from the charges of graft in coal block allocations. The party spokesperson Ravi Shankar Prasad said that the timing of this decision was important as it came to divert attention from the scams.
Mr. Prime Minister, the BJP would like to know from you, if you took hard decision, what prevented you from taking hard decision on the repeated shameful scams and corruption which has become the defining feature of your government? Why did you not take steps to control price and inflation, because of which common people are crying day by day, even middle class is suffering? The FDI in retail has been opened under pressure of foreign companies and to get a brownie point in the foreign media, because of late the foreign media had also started criticizing Dr. Manmohan Singh.
आज में हम जब यहाँ पर बैठे थे तो एक यूनानिमस मत हुआ कि अब आम जनता के क्षोभ को प्रकट करने के लिए हमको सबसे पहले तो एक भारत बंद का कॉल देना चाहिए एनडीए की ओर से, और जिन जिन से भी हम सलाह करते आए हैं उन सबसे सलाह मशवरा करके 20 तारीख को भारत बंद की हम आह्वान करेंगे और सारे देश में चाहेंगे कि सब लोग जो भ्रष्टाचार से क्षुब्ध हैं और एनडीए के इस संकल्प को कि आने वाला चुनाव जब भी आए वह देश को एक भ्रष्टाचार मुक्त भारत बनाए.
We were never in favor of FDI in retail. That is for sure. That is on record. And we had always opposed it. And now we will going to fight it tooth and nail.
The fight will be in Parliament and outside Parliament. And you should realize one thing, this is a betrayal of not only Parliament, it is a betrayal of a democratic system, and it also shows that how this government holds the parliamentary system and people of India with contempt.
Congress government have betrayed the people. They have given an assurance to people that the Congress का हाथ आम आदमी के साथ, अभी कांग्रेस का हाथ आम आदमी के साथ विश्वासघात ऐसा हो गया. They have betrayed the people. They have gone against the mandate of the people. There is no way other than rolling back the prices of the diesel and also the LPG cost. The diesel price will hit Kisans very badly. Agriculture is already in crisis. People are leaving agriculture and then moving towards urban areas. That being the case, agriculture growth will be affected.
Assam Chief Minister Tarun Gogoi, on the other hand, welcomed the 51% FDI in multi-brand retail, saying that those states opposed to it should not prevent others from implementing it. Gogoi described the decision of the Union Cabinet as bold and said that under no circumstances should it be reversed.
Our government those days took a bold decision, and the result of which today the economy of the country has been making a lot of progress, no doubt. Today emerging economy of Indian emerging, it is because of the bold decision initiated earlier, then subsequently again Rajiv Ji's time, and subsequently again Manmohan Singh and those days also. So that is as far as the FDI and the civil aviation, foreign investment in civil aviation. The civil aviation definitely will go a long way in the communication sector. Civil aviation, they have been facing a lot of problems. Almost all our aviation industry is in a very bad state today.
Jammu and Kashmir Chief Minister Umar Abdullah meanwhile backed the centre's move to leave the decision on allowing FDI in retail sector to the respective state governments. On microblogging site Twitter, he stated that he was glad the government had made the announcement and left it to the states to decide. More news following on the other side of a very short break. Stay with us.